Hi guys, welcome back to Fat Boys LC. How's it going on out there in the real world? It's mid-December, it's cold, it's damp, it's England. It's just that we love it. All right, I want to talk to you about the Schumacher Vibe again. Now, get a review on build and things like that. We've now been running this for around about a month. As you can see, it's got little battle scars and things all over it. And I wanted to bring a couple of points to attention about this car. Now, it's a great car. It drives really, really well. But I think where it's marketed may not be the perfect place for it, to be quite honest, because there are a few quibbles I want to bring up with you. Right. So I've run this about 4 racing years now, and I'm yet to finish a complete night with the car still working. It's very frustrating. Now, one of the first problems I had was a very silly one. In here, we have the battery mount. As you can see, this is not the standard Schumacher battery mount. The standard Schumacher battery mount was plastic, and it was built to handle one size battery. Now, if you're anything like me, an amateur driver out there in the real world, your batteries are not all the same size. And so it was a bit awkward. So I kept throwing the battery out. But literally, in the first race that I did, the battery mount just snapped. It was very, very weak. That is why I designed and 3D printed these to hold the battery. They're about 10mm deep, and they stop the battery slipping around, and they've got your conventional strap over the top. Now, there are guys out there who are proper racers are going to be worried about weight distribution and things like that, and they'll want the proper mounts. Now, I would say straight away, scrap the plastic mounts it comes with, get online and buy the carbon fibre ones, because they do a carbon fibre upgrade. Right, so that was the first issue I had. The next issue was a very, very, very frustrating issue. Underneath the car, you have 4 screws. There, 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 and there. Now, these hold the pivot balls for the lower suspension. Now, the problem I was finding was literally every single knock I was getting, they were popping off. Which is great. It didn't break, but they were popping off. And their position underneath the front diff housing or spool housing on this car made them almost impossible to get back on in time to carry on racing. So literally, my race was over after 1 or 2 laps. Now, personally, I think this is down to the way you build it. Now, when you build the car, it shows you pushing the pivot ball into the cup, then putting the cup onto the car. Now, I have now replaced all my pivot balls, and the way I've done it this time, I put the pivot balls onto the car and then pushed the cup down on top of them. I did this because the cups are getting damaged very, very easily. If you get any form of damage on them, they don't work. They release. Now, that's an upgrade I've done on a car. I'm now going to race it and see how I get on with that. Okay. And then the next issue, which was extremely frustrating. Let me just grab another lower arm and I'll show you. Right, I've just grabbed one of the Schumacher lower arms because I've got some spare ones. Now, this is the lower arm that comes with the Vibe, which is made out of the GPF material. And as you can see, there's a few holes in it. Now, these holes are for upgrades and things. The problem I had is, as the car's coming around the track, if I happen to clip a side on the wheel, it would put stress around the hole. Now, that meant that they broke across here. Literally, both sides of the car broke across that hole. So I went straight out, bought a new set of these, and I bought the carbon fibre one, because the carbon fibre one should theoretically be stronger. But I'm just looking at the car now, and if we go in really, really, really close here, you can see the carbon fibre one's cracked. So straight away, even the carbon fibre upgrade has not really saved the day. So, yeah, not really that pleased with those kind of aspects of the car. Now, some of the things I do like, I mean, the steering, with the pivot ball steering, it does pop off rather than break when you hit on these kind of things. I do like the two-piece front hub, which is the same hub all round with a different arm on it. They'd be very, very strong. The actual car's geometry is brilliant. It's flat. It drives really, really well. But what I am saying, if you're a professional driver or a semi-professional driver, you don't crash, you're fine. But if, like me, you're the average Joe who goes to the racing club, you are going to crash at least once every race, if not 10 times. Or, it's not uncommon for me to crash 3 or 4 times in a lap sometimes. But it's not strong enough for that. So if you're club racing, maybe this isn't the car for you. If you're that good a driver that you don't crash, it's brilliant. It's a cheap way into a proper touring car. So that's my little views on that. And also, I will say, it's not really a bad thing. I love the 911 GT top that I bought from Montec, but it's very, very lightweight. So if you don't want to be replacing your top very, very quickly, maybe think of getting a heavier one. This one's it's not gonna last that long, but it is beautiful. Anyway, hopefully that's helped you out. Now, I also put in there my XC ESC motor and combo, which was a bit of a mistake, to be quite honest, because it was too powerful. I had a 140 amp ESC and a 3,300 kV motor in there, and it was very, very, very fast. Probably too fast, to be quite honest. I slowed it down to 30% and it was still too fast. So Sky RC had contacted me, asked me to look at their new motor called the Furia X. Love that name, it sounds fast, doesn't it? Furia X. Don't know what that was. But anyway, so in my next video, I will be upgrading the car and putting the Furia X in it to see how that goes. So, check out that video. Anyway, thanks for watching this one. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. Let me know if there's anything I can do to strengthen the vibe. And let me know if you want to know anything else about the vibe, and I'll try and find out for you. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye, 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 bye.